Hello viewers. Welcome to Consumer Zone. In this video we are going to be checking out the best motherboards for mining. We made this list based on our personal opinion and hours of research, and we have listed them based on the type of features and price. We have included options for every type of user, so whether you are looking for the best budget. If you want more information and updated pricing on the product mentioned, be sure to check the links in the description below. Oh yes, since you're a new channel, don't forget to subscribe to us, and if you're on YouTube, click the alert notification, as it will help us grow. So let's get started with video. Number 5. BTC S37 Miner Motherboard. Now, we would like to introduce you to the riserless mining motherboard. This riserless beast was among the first of its kind, with 8 PCIe slots, making it the best motherboard for 8 GPU mining. Moreover, the design of BTC S37 Miner mining motherboard with capacitors has allowed this motherboard to have stabilized voltage. If you are interested in knowing about the ports available in BTC S37 Miner motherboard, let us help you with that by naming a few of them to you. BTC S37 Miner motherboard has an HDMI compatible port, SATA port, and RJ45 port. It also has a VGA port and a USB 2.0 port. Another fascinating thing about BTC S37 Miner motherboard for mining is that it saves a lot of power. It has a low power consumption. Thus, it produces less heat, hence there is less chance of overheating the electronic components. If we further try to quantify the capabilities that BTC S37 Miner motherboard has, we would claim that BTC S37 Miner motherboard has a high computing performance, almost 10% higher than any other mining motherboard in the same range. Number 4. BTC 37 Mining Motherboard. You can also consider Tesseek and its motherboard options if you are on a tight budget and you want something different and unique when compared with other motherboards available out there. Tesseek's BTC 37 motherboard for mining is the most affordable option given in this list, which is still very similar to the previously stated Creamic BTC 37, making this one the perfect option for the buyer on a tight budget who wants the best value for money. In order to achieve this low price along with the given features, it has used a custom form factor. But the major issue with this motherboard for mining is that it uses a custom integrated CPU, which is quite weak and affects the rest of the connectivity options of this motherboard. Fortunately, the GPU power of your mining rig will still be great thanks to the 8 full-size PCIe expansion slots of this motherboard. Just like the previously stated Creamic BTC 37 mining motherboard, this also has one SODIMM RAM slot which can be used for installing up to 8 GB RAM at maximum. While it may not be the best, its 2 SATA ports and 1 mSATA ports are enough for Windows installation and installing other programs. Because you will be using this motherboard just for mining, it has very barebones connectivity options on the rear. Number 3. Asus Prime Z390P. Asus is known for its high-performance computing hardware, which are made for daily use computers, including its motherboard for mining, which offers a great balance between standard and mining motherboards. This Asus Prime Z390P motherboard for mining can be the perfect option for all those who want something which can be used as a standard PC motherboard as well if ever needed. As you would expect, this Asus motherboard for mining uses a standard ATX form factor for the same. But unlike others, it uses the Intel Z390 chipset and the LGA 1151 socket, which not only works with Intel 8th Gen and 9th Gen CPUs, but even supports overclocking for the CPU. As for its GPU support, it offers 6 PCIe slots, which is decent if not the best. Because this motherboard is primarily made for everyday usage, it features a total of 4 memory slots which can work with up to a whopping 128 gigs of maximum memory. Another great thing about this motherboard is that despite having just 4 SATA ports with it, it still offers 2 M.2 SSD slots for high-performance drives. Number 2. Creamic BTC 37. Ceramic is one of the latest and a highly unique option when you are talking about motherboards for mining, as most of its offerings are quite different from all other options available in the market. This Creamic BTC37 motherboard for mining is present in the third position in this article because it offers a very unique design in various ways, but still happens to be a decent option for many. Starting with its form factor, this motherboard for mining uses a custom form factor which is much larger than even a full-size ATX form factor. Because of this, it is able to support up to 8 GPUs with its 8 full-size PCIe slots. Unfortunately, the primary reason for the lower price of this motherboard for mining is that it does not support external CPUs, since it has an integrated one. Although, you still need to install RAM in it using its 1 SODIMM slot, which is similar to a laptop's memory slot, and works with up to 8 GB RAM, which is decent if not the best for applications like crypto mining. Similarly, this motherboard is also a bit limited in terms of its storage options, since you only get 2x SATA and 1x mSATA ports with it. Since it is a highly affordable option, its given connectivity options are fairly good. This is to be expected considering that this motherboard is made primarily for mining rigs. Number 1. ASRock H110 Pro BTC. ASRock is primarily known for its highly affordable and budget computer components, which also happens to be offering quite a premium and high-performance option for those who want a motherboard for mining made for large-sized mining rigs. The ASRock H110 Pro BTC Plus motherboard for mining is present in the first position in this list, since this is the perfect option for building highly powerful mining rigs. Unlike what you would expect, this motherboard uses a standard ATX form factor. And since it is quite an old motherboard, it uses the Intel H110 chipset and the Intel LGA 1151 CPU socket, which are designed for the Intel 6th Gen and 7th Gen CPUs. Despite all this, it is able to offer a total of 13 PCIe expansion GPU slots, which is the highest in this listicle. Apart from supporting a very large amount of graphics cards, this motherboard for mining also offers decent performance with its 2 memory slots, which can work with up to 32 GB memory. You also get decent storage options with this motherboard in the form of 6 SATA ports and 1 M.2 SSD slot. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you like this unbiased review. And please don't forget to subscribe us to get the news of upcoming reviews. Stay tuned.